We have flown across the stars and through the cosmos as we have traveled to this planet known as Earth. We are Finding Monster Right, the show about finding monsters, right?
Right.
I'm Adam.
And
Star. I gave that zero thought. Let me try that again.
all right.
I'm Adam Bastion of Light. That's worse. I'm Ad Mars.
I'm Alien.
And we are here to talk about why you don't belong on this planet no more. You, like us, have ascended into the stars.
The astral planes of existence.
We are not like those that walk among us. I'm starting to... I got a Morpheus vibe now.
We are not like them, the normal people. No, we are special. We are the special people. The special people who will give me lots of money. We will erase all of your starseed of doubt. What kind of alien are you?
What kind of alien are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside. What kind of alien are you? Are you loyal through and through? And do you have a heart that's true?
What kind of alien are you?
All right. Let's talk about starseeds. Starseeds are something I didn't know about until you told me.
Pokemon masterful, by the way. So, yes, starseeds. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention, one time there was a little kid at work who couldn't read very well, and she saw my name tag, and she read it as alien, and
You accepted it.
That's a sign. That's a sign that this is going to go well for me.
Yes. Having starseed, being a starseed, it means having, like, alien heritage. Is that correct?
It's a little stupider than that.
Okay, all right.
As I learned. So, starseeds are, bear with me, reincarnated alien souls.
So your soul has come from assuming that all souls, like, are the same across the cosmos.
Right, which they are, because we were all created in the image of our Lord and God, Jesus Christ, amen.
And as those... and that means your soul
King of outer
is from...
space.
I think that in a world that presupposes that there's many alien lives out there and we all have the same soul, that this is a very common thing to be a starseed. Yeah.
So starseeds were sent here because they volunteered to save the world. They want to save Earth, so they reincarnated it onto Earth.
So being born on Earth is like janitor's duty. It's like jury duty.
Well, no, you're volunteering.
Yeah, no, sorry, because no one wants to do it like on their own.
I don't think we'll get into this maybe later, but I don't think it's like a punishment. I don't think Earth is like Australia.
Okay.
So, at first I was like the mission is like, to raise the consciousness of the planet and all this hippie stuff. Except then I learned from so I'm getting most of this information from a talk from Deborah King that was related to me via an information download that I got while I was lying in a mandala beneath the stars. No, it's from an episode of Oh No, Ross and Carrie on Maximum Fun.
It's Baby Yoda's friend, right?
Yeah.
The mandala.
Yeah. And one of my favorite kinds of Adam jokes is the one where I'm just like, yes, no, that's right. Anyway. So, different experts contradict each other, and they mostly don't care. Like, most of the time the story is like, people downstairs will tell you something else here at this alien conference, but that's not technically true.
but we're free to abduct any number of them as we want.
Yeah, right. So, the Starseed people, they work for the Galactic Council.
Oh.
Which meets in a big conference room that looks like a picture from Star Trek 4, according to Deborah King's PowerPoint slides.
Okay.
And so Starseed missions may take the form of environmentalism, social justice, or artistic endeavors. And the point of the Starseed's mission is to raise an energy field around the Earth, to usher in the age of Aquarius.
Wait, how are they accomplishing that with, like, art?
the light beings that run the Galactic Council need to raise the shield and share with us all of the Lemurian... The Lemurians came to Earth from the Pleiades, and they stored all their knowledge in crystals, and the Atlanteans inherited these crystals, but both Lemuria and Atlantis crashed into the sea, or whatever. So now there's no Pleiadians left, except for the Pleiadian Starseeds, and we Earthlings need to recover all the information that was in those crystals, which we can only do by raising our consciousness, by raising an energy field around the Earth, so that the light beings of the Galactic Council will send it to us.
Wait. So there are crystal relics on Earth?
No, the Galactic Council took them until we were ready again.
We're no longer ready for these. They've taken away our Spider-Man suit.
Yes.
Yeah, in Homecoming, and now we're just left over with our shitty pajamas.
Yeah.
And they're waiting until we're worthy of them again.
So Deborah King started suffering from tinnitus.
That's when you have a ring-a-ding in your eardrums.
Yeah, like a persistent ringing going on in your ears. It's like torturous.
Mm-hmm.
And so she went on this Doctor Strange-esque mission. She tried no doctors, and instead went right to Doctor Strangein'.
Yeah, no doctors, all strange.
No doctors, all strange. And, like, one of the many things that she tried, she at some point had a dream where she accessed the Akashic records, which are a series of records in the mental plane that have all of your past and future reincarnations stored in them. And also,
how do you have future records?
outside of time, heaven style, baby.
Okay, I guess.
And also, she would talk to, like, a burger man who was wider than he was tall. And he gave her a jetpack that she took to, like, a city that was covered in robots, which you can get to the Akashic records via mental plane, via, like, meditation or whatever. But then if you need to get to the city, it's a jetpack. Like, you can't just go right in there.
If this story was a Wikipedia article, it'd be just all blue text.
Yes.
Of different things and links.
So what
this vision was.
Yeah.
After having this vision, what did she do?
She went to a farm, laid down in a mandala, which is like that big, like, symmetrical, like, circle design thing.
I'm still not quite sure.
Look it up. You'll know when you see it. It's like
a crop circle? Is it like a silo?
mandala. It's like a.
Is that him?
No,
is
not,
that Mandela?
not Nelson Mandela. She did not lie in a person. No. There we go. Like a big symmetrical, like, design like this.
At a farm?
Yeah, just like on the ground, rendered in rocks.
Okay. So there's it looks like one of those, like, color by number, like, flower patterns.
Yeah, precisely. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
So you lay down in a mandala at night and listen to the sound of the cosmos. And if you sing the sound of the cosmos, which is a noise that sounds kind of like if a didgeridoo is a person, monotone, loud, but with extra vibrato, to your chiropractor, you will transform him. She went to her chiropractor and sang the song of the cosmos to him and activated his DNA. And now she just goes around singing the song of the cosmos to people to activate them. And if she ever just gets around to her assigned mission to go to Lebanon, Kansas and sing the song of the cosmos, she will activate all of the United States at once. And it sounds a little something like this. By the way, this all started because she had tinnitus. Just pointing that out.
Weird connection there that she's discovered the sound of the cosmos after obtaining tinnitus. Did her chiropractor, like, consent to this?
Almost certainly no.
No, so she's just kind of forcing Starseed status upon everyone. If she's okay with that, why doesn't she just go to Kansas right now?
I mean, just procrastinating, I guess.
She's got other things to do.
Yeah. Well, she also is, like,
trying to make a lot of money.
It also costs $20,000 to complete all 5 levels of Deborah's healing course.
Okay. Yep.
She teaches faith healing, except instead of faith, it's alien magic, and her mission is to activate people's DNA, which is not something she has ever explained the meaning of. So the healing is mostly like vibrato singing, like cold reading, and doing jazz hands over people's chakras, starting with the one in the crotch. That's how you start, like,
Yeah, no,
Do you feel better?
Not really. I feel the exact same.
Maybe I'm not a starseed then. So these are the powers that the star beings of the Aquarium mission have.
Okay, I'm curious about how, not so much provable these are, but how much they would affect someone's life.
Okay, number 1, upgraded genetic coding.
Oh, that's bad. That sounds immediately like eugenics.
She does have... So, one of the last slides that she showed in the slideshow that she gave at this presentation at the Consciousness Life Expo was a picture of, like, 5 human babies. And she's like, the existence of the 5 root races is evidence that we all come from different planets or universes, right?
We have to have, like, some kind of code or alarm whenever the monster of the week becomes like a racism.
Oh, this got fully racist real quick. But also, I have a question for you, Adam. What are the 5 root races of humanity? Given the fact that they are not, in fact, biological realities, but rather social constructs that have been developed over the past 500 years or so of international global networks.
So in my anthropology course, they weren't like separate circles. They were kind of overlaid on top of each other.
Well, precisely, yes.
But there's only like 3 of them that I recall.
If you are an idiot, what do you think the 5 races of human beings on this planet are?
It's like Caucasian, Asian,
White
African.
people, black people, Asian people.
Yeah.
Pacific Islander. Not sure what the 5th one's supposed to be.
She doesn't know. She's just like, every now and then, it's like albinos or something. Like that.
Well, they didn't list all of them on the... Oh, maybe it's Native Americans.
That might be it.
That is 2 whole goddamn continents.
Yeah, it's a lot of continents.
That's... Man. Huh. I think maybe Native Americans have had a bad time of things, historically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so, powers, upgraded genetic coding, which probably means something bad, and you can get your DNA upgraded by doing the jazz hands and the crotch chakras.
Wait, you can just clear some chakras and you got better DNA?
Yeah.
That's... How is,
The thing is, like, these people are all about, like, you know, the COVID vaccine will rewrite your DNA or whatever, or, like, they seem to be very against upgrading DNA, unless, like...
I gotta say...
Unless it's aliens.
Then get the vaccine and then just do the alien healing thing, and then rewrite it.
Oh.
Use alien healing to clear out the bad stuff that the vaccine gives you.
Oh.
Which it doesn't.
Right, it does not. It's fine. Okay, you know what? This is a good plan.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, if Deborah King were, like, not... If she were, like...
Good at her job.
If she were, like, a good person and not a bad person, I would do that if I were her.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Star beings of the Aquarium mission also have Tibetan monk sacred geometry. That's not really a power, but...
No, it's... What is...
I think it's, like... Maybe it's, like, a...
Are these just
an application of, like, mathematical symmetry?
It's like knowing, like, Word in Excel. So, Tibetan monk symmetry?
Sacred geometry.
Alright.
I think it might be, like, you know, you have, like, a perfectly symmetrical face according to sacred geometry and stuff like that.
Well, just because we changed the page, this looks a lot like mandala stuff. And look, it's quite literally the same thing. So, you are attuned to this?
I guess.
Or is this more of what it is? Like some...
I think it's like body measurements.
I see. Kind of like the Da Vinci Man.
Yeah. Like, you could definitely see, like, I'm trans. I've obsessively measured my waist to hip ratio before. I imagine it's something like that. Like, my shoulders are technically, according to the Fibonacci sequence, like, 1/3 of the length of my height. I don't know if that's absurd or not.
Okay, I
don't know if, like, how wide are shoulders supposed to be. Like I said, I'm trans. I don't know.
Well, I could see that, like, that's a very not super easily measurable and just kind of vibe thing that you can give off. Like, ooh, I'm looking more symmetric now. I'm more in tune with... All right, I'm following that.
Okay, so there's 3 more powers.
Okay.
I'm going to run through them really quick.
Power? Okay.
Crystal acts as a transformer.
Crystal acts as a transformer?
Enhanced brain and cell structures. Your endoplasmic reticulum's gonna fucking spit ribosomes out like nobody's goddamn business.
Okay.
There goes some proteins. Generates a force field that magnifies intentionality.
I gotta ask about intentionality. I don't know what the intention of what you're doing is.
You know what I want because of my force fields. Respect me. I am a real person. I'm a real scientist. I am a star being of the Aquarian mission. Also, the crystals act as a transformer. I don't know what that means. What kind of transformer is she talking about? Does she mean like
Bumblebee and like and Soundwave probably.
Or
Starscream.
Starseed. Ah! Starseed, you fucking bitch. Beep boop. What is Megatron? I don't know.
He's like, I will eliminate you.
My Megatron is voiced by Hugo Weaving and looks like a spider's asshole. So, alright. So, here's some signs that you might be a Starseed. You might have these fantastical abilities.
Okay.
So,
I like how I might have these abilities and not notice.
Okay.
I like how that they're phrased in that way.
Do you have recurring dreams and visions?
Recurring dreams that I've had before?
Yeah.
And what do you mean by visions?
Like a dream, but it's a vision.
Oh, I do not have those things.
I have had actually multiple things that feel like visions, like multiple things that feel like, like just multiple instances where I've really seriously felt like I was in hell or like heaven and stuff, and like it felt more real than a dream, which is entirely mental, of course. But like,
no, I don't think my brain works that way. Usually I'll like, it's either clearly my imagination, like I'm telling it what to do, or I am remembering something.
Do you ever remember the future? Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum.
The future? I don't know. Sometimes I have a feeling that something is going to happen, and like this is a prophetic vision of the future, but it never occurs.
Or it never occurs the way you think it's going to.
Yeah, it's some That's So Raven shit.
That's so...
Except it's more of like the worst case scenario that I laid out in my own head.
I was gonna fucking say, it's the future you can see.
Yes, right. So that's a no for me as well, Chief.
Do you ever dream of flying or out-of-body experiences?
I don't dream of flying. I do dream of like bouncing on a trampoline.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like really having really good jumps. And like, you've been on a trampoline before?
Legally, for legal purposes, yes, I've been on a trampoline before.
When you're up and you're like, feel that feeling of you falling down and going up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've had that sensation in a dream.
All right.
But not necessarily flying. Out of body a little bit.
Oh.
In dreams, I often like jump from perspective to perspective. Like, I'm like, I'm on a TV show, like I'm a killer cop. That's not what my dreams are about. I'm a detective on a TV show, then I'm watching that TV show. Then I'm watching myself watching that TV show.
Oh.
But it's never me that I'm watching. It's always some different character.
That doesn't really happen to me. I've flown, like the one time I lucid dreamt, I started like floating and shooting fireballs at a snow leopard.
Okay.
But out-of-body experiences, I actually don't ever dream that I'm anyone else or that I'm shaped any differently at all. I think my brain is just cued into, you are this shape. Fuck you, that's it. Like, I think there might be some kind of, again, trans stuff there.
What else do we got?
Does time seem flexible to you? Sometimes things are slower, sometimes things are faster. Like that thing that happens to literally everybody all the time about anything.
Yes, I am not a clock stopper protagonist, but I've certainly experienced hours that feel like minutes and vice versa.
Do you ever experience synchronicities? Like you look at the clock and it's 11:11. What time is it right now?
8:34.
That's exactly how many stars there are.
I see many times, all the time, and I check my watch very frequently, and I'm not very interested in nothing that has struck me as weird.
Now here's a question.
Yeah.
It's 8:34. What day is it?
It's 11/8.
It's the 8th of November. Do you ever experience changing sleep patterns?
Oh, well, let's see. We just had daylight savings time. So
yes.
So I guess technically yes.
Last question.
Uh-huh.
And feel free not to answer this.
Okay.
Because it is personal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you desire to change the world? Do you desire to change the world? Do you desire to change this world that we live on? Just like Kumail Nanjiani's Eternals. Kumail Nanjiani's Marvel's NBC's Eternals.
Don't you mean not like Eternals?
Eternals.
We're satisfied with the way the world currently is.
What does Eternals score sound like? I haven't seen the movie yet.
I don't know either.
It's Ramin, right? It's a Ramin joint.
I believe so. I believe the score is as unnoteworthy as the color palette.
No, it's a Ramin Djawadi joint. Did Iron Man, Game of Thrones, Pacific Rim?
We'll find out.
Oh, no, I'm going to see the movie.
All right, so...
Probably about this. Eternals is a very Starseed movie.
I'm going to say yes to Change of the World, so that's what, 3 out of 8? 3 out of 5?
I don't know. Anyway, I forget, and I wasn't really keeping track. So, yeah, let's talk about the quiz that I found online.
Are you a Starseed? So, we've got our guesses. I'm going to guess no. And I think you might be a yes.
Okay.
But I could be right.
So, first question.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not gonna say what quiz this is online somewhere. Just Google it. Like, it's not...
We can link it.
I don't want to give them traffic, though. Not that we have a listener base, but, like... I don't want to give them free advertising because these people are nuts.
This page has almost 40,000 takers.
All right, so, question 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel as though you don't fit in?
Huh.
The options are very much so. Not really. I fit in pretty well. And not at all.
I'm going to say the middle one on this one, because I do fit in a major way, but I think in a minor way, no.
I don't feel like I fit in. I'm going to say not at all.
Mm.
Do you consider yourself to be an introvert? The options are very much so, or certainly not, or I suppose so.
I'm still kind of middling on this, but I'm going to say very much I'm an introvert.
I'm going to say certainly not. I feel very extroverted.
Yeah.
I need to feed off of people's energy a lot.
I understand that.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. All from all your job descriptions and stuff like that. It's your coworker encounters that seem to drive your day.
Honestly, if I'm not I need my coworkers to come and feed me energy juice. Otherwise, I just am not going to deal with the day. Are you a deep thinker? The options are, if you want to read them.
Yes, certainly. I question everything and am fascinated by lots of things. Nope. Indeed, life is such a mystery. I must always learn more. And yes, my mind is full of questions. This hurts me because I want to say yes, I think I'm a deep thinker, but I don't know which one of these yeses I should pick.
Well, I think the one that doesn't feature exclamation points, indeed, life is such a mystery. I must always learn more.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly, I question everything and am fascinated by lots of things. And yes, my mind is full of questions.
Okay,
I think these are 3 different voices.
I see the spectrum
and
there.
Then, nope.
I'm gonna pick
that one video of the guy with the long neck. It just comes up like,
nope. So I'm picking the certainly. I question everything because I think that one matches my mood the best.
It's very childlike, I think,
in
a good way.
I think I have a childlike curiosity for the world.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, indeed, life is such a mystery, Kal-El. With that one. Do you love solitude?
Oh yes, it's the only environment in which I'm at peace.
Gosh, no. I love crowds in large cities.
Yes, I need solitude to recharge.
Not really. I like people a lot, but I also like being alone sometimes.
I definitely need solitude to recharge.
I'm gonna say, not really. I like people a lot, but I also like being alone sometimes.
Yeah, there you go.
Seems fair.
Yeah, that's a good middle of the road answer.
I'm like a cell phone. I need to be charged, but also you can't just leave me plugged in. Yeah. It's not what ships are for. To add 3 more metaphors on top of that one.
All right, number 5.
I'm thinking 5D metaphors because I'm a starseed.
Do you feel as though you belong somewhere else? Maybe you feel like you belong on another planet or with another family.
Oh, I forgot to mention. You're not necessarily from another planet as a starseed. You could also be from another universe or realm.
I understood.
Shit's fucked.
Maybe you just yearn for, quote, home, unquote.
Found home.
Let's do the back and forth the answers.
Definitely.
No, I prefer what I have.
My life is well and good, but I do yearn for something else.
I've always felt as though I don't belong here. I just don't know where home is. Are you okay?
the last one? All right.
Oh no. It's. I don't know if I yearn for something else. I kind of like what I got going on.
So, no, you prefer what you have?
Yeah. I talked about my genie wishes the other time.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like, I'd use it to generally improve things, but not a major way.
Have you had a paranormal experience? Maybe you've seen spirits, heard voices, etc. Indeed.
No.
Not yet, but I really want to. Give me that demon pussy.
I think so. It happened when I was young.
Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and say indeed for this, because as we've talked about on my monster podcasts,
Yes.
absolutely I've had weird shit happen to me, mostly in my own head.
Mm-hmm.
Probably entirely in my own head. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Got bumped into ghosts and demons and stuff.
I've had some things that are a little more like borderline, like, that was an odd moment, and really weird what happened on that wall there for a second. But I would not say in a major way.
Maybe that's an I think so. It happened when I was young. Well, did it ever happen when you were a kid?
Not really. It's more like a dream that was over as soon as you woke up. One time I dreamed like Team Rocket was behind my toy chest. And then I was like, that was clearly a dream, but the memory is stronger than like a lot of real things. So that was nothing supernatural. I really want to say no.
Okay.
All
right. Do you feel alone? Maybe you feel like no one is there for you. No one understands you.
Goodness, yes.
Goodness, yes. I'm so fucking lonely and I'm an animated teapot. No, I know people that have my back. I'm happy. What is that like? I want that life. Hang on.
Nope. I used to be that way. But I've successfully moved past that. I'm happy where I'm at.
Very good, John Mulaney.
Thanks. I do not think that's the answer for John Mulaney, though.
No.
That's the answer for me. I'm in a happier place.
How do you feel alone? I know at least one bitch that's got my back. It's you. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Does the universe fascinate you?
Gosh, yes. Why is that?
Gosh, yeah.
Do they not like? Is this like a god relationship thing with what the Starseeds are? That they don't really are keen on like. That's why they use these.
Maybe. No. It's boring and unimportant. I prefer to live underground and eat a nutrient paste that I make from passing worms. Yeah. This is the only life I need. I shop at Target.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine anyone, even those Target shoppers.
Can we start? Can we start? The Kaiju Weekly podcast feud did not work. Can we start a podcast feud with Target, the store?
I don't know about that one.
I like this. I like this plan.
And the third option is, I suppose so. I'm saying, gosh, yes. The universe is real fascinating. I don't know if that's going to make me an alien or not. Probably.
I'm going to say, I suppose so. Like, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Are you able to see auras?
Yes. Nope. What's an aura? Not yet. I really want to be able to.
I pick up vibes.
Yeah, I certainly pick up vibes.
Yeah.
I consider myself very good at doing that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Now, this is obviously referring to, like, an actual supernatural ability that people have where it's like, you're very purple today. And, like, that's clearly bullshit.
Yes. But... So, if I've like, felt a vibe off someone, does that count as yes, all totally an aura? Because I am not able to see aura. No, not a lot at all.
Well, what do you...
I think I'm going to say I want to be able to.
Okay.
Because if I could like visualize actually off a person radiating like like what I just described that feeling is, that'd be great.
I'm gonna say yes.
All right.
Because I feel like I can tell like what like synesthesia wise, I can tell like what kind of color a person is. Like you have a very red.
I wear a lot of red.
That's why.
Okay.
Do you believe in aliens, bitch?
Of course. Hell no, it's rubbish.
I am 10 questions deep. I'm fist deep in your fucking alien quiz already. Like, why would I be here if not?
I'm not sure there is considerable evidence.
Yes, the options are, of course, hell no, it's rubbish. Or, I'm not sure, there is considerable evidence. It sounds like you are down to fuck an alien, and I'm going to go ahead.
I believe the opposite of the last statement is that I'm sure there is, but I don't think there's any considerable evidence.
I believe in aliens, but not the way you want me to.
Yeah,
Like,
kind of, but I guess I'll say yes. I don't think believing in aliens should count as a point towards me being a starseed or not.
I'm going to say I'm not sure there's considerable evidence, because frankly, you know what? We don't know that there's aliens out in space. We could be the only life forms.
I think statistically that's pretty low.
But also, like, life formed pretty early in the history of Earth.
That's true, but we could be just ahead of the curve.
Hence, there's considerable evidence.
Huh.
But we don't have evidence of that, so I am not going to speak with any kind of certainty. Do you believe in other dimensions/realms? Well, I want to fuck Thor, so yes.
I think, like, a belief in the afterlife would count.
That does. Heaven is certainly another dimension or realm.
So I'm saying certainly.
I'm going to say I'm not sure. I'd have to see it for myself.
Well,
Because I feel like
that's a fair answer.
I feel like, well, not heaven.
Right.
That one, for some reason, I'm sure about. But, like, I don't know. If there's something like that in, like, existence, then, like, it's clearly something beyond, like, you know, what we can detect with science.
Yeah, something greater more than our terrestrial realm.
Yeah, like, I don't even know what another dimension or realm in, like, a fantasy sort of sense would mean, like, cosmologically.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. Do you want to help humanity and Earth?
Yeah, I kind of do, though.
Of course, it's our duty as humans to do so. Or, no, today mankind falls.
This is like one of those loaded questions that someone like with a clipboard like says to you as they approach.
It sounds like something that I would say trying to get some people to sign some card about some kind of environmental initiative.
Yeah, it's like, of course, it's our duties as human to do so.
Do you feel as though you have a mission here on Earth? Certainly. I have to kill the president.
No, I just want to live my life.
I just want to Ive my life.
Yeah, I read what I thought was there. No, I just want to Ive my life.
No, I just want to Ive my life. Or, we all have missions. We all have missions. That's so fucking vague. I love it.
It's some Goliath shit.
That is...
We all have missions.
Don't give away some episode topics.
Yeah.
I honestly am really tempted to say no. I just want to Ive my life. But I kind of like the Goliath thing. Like, we all have missions.
Yeah, that one's pretty powerful. I think that yeah, I do feel that way. We all have missions.
I don't think we do. I think I'm the only special person in the world, and everyone else is just some fucking NPC scrub.
All right.
I'm the only real person, so certainly. Do you believe in fairies/fairies/fae/fae?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
I used to when I was a kid.
No. That's stupid.
So I think that I don't think I ever did as a child.
I don't think I was exposed to the fae as a child.
I mean, like, do Santa's elves count?
Boy, I should remember this.
So I mean, I'm not counting that honestly because the fae are different. I know that now in a D&D setting.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's stupid. I've gone into the woods and felt a weird vibe.
Okay.
Did I ever show you, like, pictures of, like, that one spot in the woods by my parents' house that I went in that I called the Feywild?
I think I've seen it, yeah.
Like, I look at pictures of that, and I'm like, I was actually in the Feywild.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say, oh, yes, because I want to be an alien.
I don't want to say I don't accuse whoever believes this of being stupid, you know? That's a very aggressive answer. I don't want to... So I'm going to say when I was a kid.
All right, fair. Do you have dreams about otherworldly places/beings? All the time. All the time, Frankenstein?
I used to.
No, just common dreams of bread and gruel.
And going up to take an exam in my underwear. Yes, and I sometimes receive messages from those beings.
They tell me to kill the president.
And the last one.
Hi, Secret Service. I'm never going to kill Joe Biden. He seems fine, and also I hated the other guy. Hell no. I hardly ever remember my dreams, you fucking pussy.
Once again, a very aggressive last answer.
Hell no. It's very British also for some reason. I don't know why.
I dream of otherworldly places, that's for sure. It's usually giant schools. Is that otherworldly? It's just like a high school that I used to go to, but it's like giant open chasms and elevators and
I think that might count.
escalators.
I'm gonna say yes, and sometimes I receive messages from those beings because that has happened. Like, I have had dreams where it like felt really real, and like I definitely got a message out of it, and I was like, okay, well, I don't believe in all this stuff, but that's what these people are experiencing when they say they've had visions.
Yeah,
Mostly it happens to me. One of the reasons why I know it's not real is that it mostly happened to me in college when I drank a lot more, and like my sleep was a little more interruptible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna say all the time in response to that being once, but no beings for the record. It's never stuff like that. It's just regular people in my dreams, regular people that do like crazy Kenan and Kel type antics. There was this like
I can't imagine what the inspiration for that might be.
I do remember a villain in my college days in one of my dreams. And I wrote his name. I remember this because I wrote his name like on my my whiteboard, like in the middle of when I woke up, because I'm like, I gotta remember his name for the morning. I gotta see who this guy is. And what I wrote down was like Ghouling Sunshine.
Ghouling Sunshine?
I think that was his name.
Ain't no sunshine when he ghouls. All right.
Yeah. So if you ever meet someone named Ghouling out there, I want to stay away from him.
All right. Do you sometimes see orbs of light? We're almost done with this, by the way. They may fly right past you or just hover around. Yeah. You might get like the ones that just like go right past you, or sometimes they just kind of fucking stick around. I don't know. They just don't tell me about this in plumber school.
I have
Mamma mia, I'm Chris Pratt. Hey, listen.
Yeah, I've medically diagnosed floaters that I see when I look at like blue skies and stuff like that, but it's not lights. It's like little dust particles in my eyeball, so that's a not at all.
Yeah, I can honestly say not at all for this one.
Can you sense energy? Oh, we've talked about this earlier.
Maybe every room feels different. Maybe every person you meet feels different. I mean, yeah, that's kind of how rooms and people are. Maybe you see static and black spots slowly moving around.
They just called me on that one. Yeah, I have to say, gosh, yes, all the time.
Maybe you see static only in the dark. Gosh, yes, all the time. That's all. Okay, none of that seems odd.
No.
Okay. Last question.
Don't worry. I wasn't worried until now.
Do you have some kind of
psychic ability?
Piss kink ability? Do you have some kind of piss kink ability? Okay.
Maybe hear people's thoughts. Maybe you can communicate with animals. Maybe you can see spirits. Maybe you can hear voices. These are like, everyone's a different X-Men.
Yeah. Maybe you just have a strong intuition. Yes. No. That's not even possible. Nope. I want to. No, but I believe in that shit.
Once again...
Nah, but I fuck with that.
There's no flavor that describes me, which is kind of like, maybe sorta a little bit.
Okay, do you hear people's thoughts? Can you communicate with animals? I can definitely communicate with animals in like the sense that any kind of person can. I do that professionally.
Actually, I want to say no to all this, and I don't really believe in this. So that's me definitively.
I have a pretty strong intuition.
Yeah, you can say yes to that.
I'll say yes. Thank you.
All right, what's your result?
You are definitely a starseed.
We had very different answers. I'm also definitely a starseed.
Holy shit.
We're starseeds.
Well, that makes sense. We're cousins.
Yeah.
So, like, if one of us is... Well, no, that's only true if we're, like, ancient aliens descended. Maybe that's what we are.
I think it's more of a soul situation. Yeah, so you were meant to find this quiz. Okay.
You were... Like, I'm imagining somebody, like, coming up into the street and, like, grabbing me by the collar. You were meant to find this quiz, and while you read this, the veil will be lifted as you are given new information that you may not have learned beforehand. You are an old soul, a starseed, an indigo child, etc. Call it what you like. You've had lives that span across space and time. You've lived in different dimensions, time periods, planets, parallel universes, etc. You were in cowboy times and dinosaur land.
Yeah.
I understand that you may be denying such things, but do keep an open mind. You are and always have been fascinated with whatever lies beyond our man-made barriers. It's time you accept your curiosity. Embrace your child within.
You can't read this whole thing.
Question everything. Trust in your intuition. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. and trust in yourself and your guides. Close your eyes and open your eye, your third eye. You are an infinite being. Understand this. You are unstoppable and magical in every way. Never forget that. I believe in you. You came here for a reason. I cannot tell you what mission you chose before reincarnating into your current physical form. You must look within yourself and trust your higher self, subconscious guides, etc. Repeat this affirmation 5 times every day, young traveler. I am an infinite being. I am wise. I am beautiful. To learn more about this all, please feel free to message me. Now I must away. Smoke bomb, turn into a moth. I think I'm just possessed again.
I want to say that the results for this this quiz, that number is about 40,000.
Oh shit! I closed out of the tab.
The end results are that 39,506 people are Starseeds.
Okay, hey, that's a lot of starseeds. We got balls, but which kind of alien are we?
All right, let's find out if our heart's true.
Are we loyal through and through? All right. Which light being are you? Starseeds quiz and test. Have you ever caught yourself looking at the stars for no fucking reason? If you have, I bet you have wondered, where does my soul come from? All right, well, so on and so forth. A lot of questions about this, and we're going to start with a BuzzFeed quiz that's going to teach us what kind of starseeds we are. So, which gemstone most appeals to your spiritual nature? We got some amethyst. We got like a straight kind of turquoise blue glass-looking chunk. We got like a very clear-cut polished diamond that looks almost CGI. We have some lapis lazuli. We have a diamond that looks kind of like a mandala, actually, with some pink and yellow going on, like a refraction. And then we have this like sedimentary, like polished river stone that I think is like called tiger something or something.
Mm.
Okay, so which one? I've used a lot of amethyst in D&D before, so I'm going to click that one.
I like the tiger stone one. I remember having one of those as a child.
That honestly is the one that is most like you, oddly enough. Right. I do actually feel that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, which dominant personality trait best describes you?
Yes, please do the talking, because my voice is shot because I was just pretending to be a wizard.
Are you dutiful and responsible?
Please, I know we don't have any listeners, but please somebody animate that.
Are you creative and gentle? Are you reclusive and quiet? Active and purposeful?
I'm gonna say active and purposeful for me.
Huh.
I don't feel very creative, and creative, sure. Gentle, no.
You're a very, as everyone knows from 2 minutes ago, gentle is not one of your personality traits.
That's fair.
I think I'm definitely active. But I think I like creative and gentle. That might be my duality.
I like that for you, yeah. Okay. Which recreational activities most appeal to you?
Playing chess, bridge, or mind games.
Fucking with their heads.
I've handcuffed your ankle to the flagpole.
Don't worry, you can still get checkmate. There's a queen in your ankle. You gotta eat your own foot. What's the bet? Raise the portcullis with your own butt meat.
Relaxed sailing, swimming, or other aquatic activities.
I like how there's an option that's clearly like, so you can get the water one.
Yeah,
so you can get the Ripjaws that's fucking Ben 10 crew.
You can learn that you're a water type.
Are you
Gentle bushwalking and meditating.
Mm-hmm.
And, that disturbs me. I feel like I immediately got Robert W. Morgan vibes from bushwalking.
Oh,
that
shit.
phrase. And brisk walking and running.
All right, I think I gotta pick gentle bushwalking and meditating because I do like walking in the woods a lot and stuff.
I think it's not chess. I more prefer checkers. But I like tabletop games and card games and mind games.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you're the bad guy psychic type, who's like Michael Fassbender.
Pretty much. Which professional career most appeals to you?
Can we just take a minute to appreciate the stock photo here?
It's a multi-ethnic.
Yeah, it's a exactly multi-ethnic group of young professionals. There's even a woman, the best race, and
One guy is writing on a yellow pad. Another man has a calculator and is smiling at a pie chart.
A pie chart with, like...
bar graphs next to it.
With, like, I believe, yes, 7 identically sized portions, which is a weird pie chart.
I love this photo because it has nothing to do with these 4 options.
Okay, yes.
Which are judge, artist, healer, or editor.
I am an editor, but I'm gonna say artist.
Let's see. A healer. What do they do? Is like a doctor, I guess?
That. They wiggle their hands in front of you.
Precisely that?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's just like healer, like a doctor or somebody that does their hand wigglies.
Well, I guess, I mean, like, I'm like an engineer. I make sure that people get good air.
Yeah.
And, like, I think that's a healer in a sense. I see a problem and I solve it. I feel like that's a healer.
Yeah,
more than a judge, an artist, or editor.
I like that. I like that mindset. That's the right thing to go into this, I think. I think it's kept vague deliberately.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like doctor.
Yes, right. Which of the following words has the most emotional effect on you?
Fuck yeah, okay. Let's go. Justice. Alcyone. Kesh. Dolphin. Azria. Mentria. Synthos. Like...
What?
Like, hold on.
Does it...
I'm about to wake up and kill Tony Stark's dad. Like...
Am I supposed to know what all 4 of these words mean?
Okay.
Because I'm bad in 150.
Okay. Which ones are you unfamiliar with? So, like, dolphins, like, think
I know what a dolphin is.
Okay, it's like a dog, but wet. All right.
Okay, yeah. I know what justice is.
Do you?
That's what Esmeralda wants in Hunchback.
Justice!
Yeah. And how about these other 2?
Kesh, I don't know. Alcyone is a star in the Pleiades.
Okay. They don't speak to me as much as...
Hold on. Let me... Just say the words. Just say all those words to me, and I'll see which one I have the most emotional reaction to.
Justice. Alcyone. Kesh. Dolphin.
I think it was Alcyone.
All right.
Mostly because it was the longest word.
I'd like justice.
Which color combination has the most emotional effect on you? Purple and red, green and blue, white and gold, blue and gold.
Oh no, is this one like... It's what if they have a picture of the dress. And like,
no.
What's the color of this dress and how does it make you feel?
We must turn to the Starseeds to answer this quandary.
Alright,
I do own and wear a lot of purple and red clothes.
Yeah.
So, purple and red is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to take this quiz. Alright.
I think I'm big on the, I'm big on, like, the Christmas colors scheme. How I like the Christmas vibe, but I don't like green and blue. Either. Like, you know, there's something that doesn't match well about them. I'm more thinking in like D&D character design, which appeals to me the most.
White and gold is
very much my jam.
Yeah. There's also blue and gold is our like school, high school colors.
Yeah, and that's pretty much every high school's colors.
Yeah.
So
when did they all decide that? I wonder.
I don't know.
Which culture are you most instinctively attracted to? Ancient Rome, the Renaissance era, ancient Lemuria in the South Pacific, which, as we talked about, is some fictional fucking thing, or Egypt.
The Renaissance era.
Okay, of all the real ones, I'm going to say ancient Rome. However, let me think about, do I want ancient Lemuria in the South Pacific or ancient Rome?
I probably would want that one if I learned more about it, but I don't know enough about it, so... Wait, to study during a test?
You know, all I'm picturing is Atlantis from Atlantis the Lost Empire.
Is that your vibe?
Yeah, so I'm going to just say ancient Rome instead.
Okay.
Which gift to humanity do you feel has been the most to its emotional well-being? Law and order, artistic abilities, unity and compassion. Now, what I hate about these is that that's not a gift. Fuck you. Like, all of these are, like, things that are creations of humanity. Like, we invented law and order, and artistic abilities come from, like, the, just, like, way that our brain is shaped.
The way they word it makes it sound like more of a like gift of fire thing. Like,
yeah.
Which of these things given to humanity do you most respect?
This is why I left the church. Is like it's just this complete abdication of responsibility, and it's like very childlike in a way that I dislike.
And that's the thing that, like, you know, I laugh at when I watch Ancient Aliens, when it's very much like, oh, humans did nothing.
Right.
It was all like given to us by extraterrestrial beings.
Right, this is the part where I'm gonna get a little mad, but I'm gonna pick the last option, which is, of course, something that was not invented by humans, but it is cats, dolphins, and whales. There are 3 genders. Which one are you? Go.
I'm whale.
I'm definitely cats.
So I think that I don't think if Law and Order is a gift to humanity, it's a pretty like it's a dollar store like knockoff brand that doesn't really work very well.
It's true.
Artistic abilities, yeah. I'm a big supporter of the arts, whether in like dramatic form or actual museum artworks in general. And unity and compassion, I think, is a goal to strive to, and we're not quite there yet.
Yeah,
across all humanity.
If we ever get that gift, then cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
how would you describe your normal work practices? Structured and practical, laid back and free flowing, quiet and effective, active and capable. I'm going to say laid back and free flowing.
Quiet and effective.
Good. Which traits do you most dislike in others? Over emotionalism. I find their feelings to be a weakness that we might exploit.
Rigidity and restriction.
Rigidity and restriction. That is actually the trait that I most like in others.
Over familiarity.
Over familiarity. I do hate, like, welcome to the Target family.
Yeah.
We're your family now. I'm your dad.
I remember touring
I'm
colleges.
from space.
I remember touring colleges, and the ones I hated were the ones where like, wouldn't you become a weasel?
When you become a weasel, you'll know all kinds of maths. I'm a wizard.
Yeah. And laziness or slovenliness.
That's racist.
Yeah.
It's racist because I was reading, like, Slovenia.
Ah.
Okay. I don't believe in laziness. I think that's an invention of capitalism, so that's not it. Over emotionalism. I actually really like it when people get very emotional. I like that. I like feeling the vibes. Over familiarity kind of sucks, but not just for the joke. I do hate when people are overly rigid in their approach to life or too restricted in it.
Yeah, I can
Now,
see
if we're
that.
talking about, like, sex stuff, then rigidity and restriction sounds pretty great. However...
So, yeah, I think mine might be a little more laziness, because I just... my whole life revolves around using as much time as I can and being productive and stuff like that. So, when it's like, when someone hits a wall like that, I'm like, ooh, I can't... Come on, let's go. So, that's my version. If you had to change the color of the sky, which color combination would you choose?
This question actually whips. Like, this seems like one of those, like, standard questions, but, like, I've never heard it before.
Pink and blue, pale green, white, royal blue. Again, I want to ask who came up with this palette, and what does it mean?
I really like it, and I always have, when it, like, snows and the sky is white.
That's a nice call.
And, like, I went to Niagara Falls with my family once when I was a kid, and I saw, like, we sailed right into the mist, and everything around me was white, and it looked like the edge of, like, a Caillou cartoon. There's just, like, a canvas that you can draw on the rest of the world with, and I really like that a lot, so I'm going to say white.
I will say this is a very fun episode, because I think we always have these personal anecdotes and little tales.
Oh, yeah.
I loved playing intramural soccer growing up, mostly because it takes place this time of year at night. And so it goes from, like, daytime to you watch the sky change colors, like in just a giant open Pennsylvania field. So I like the one that has 2 colors here, the pink and blue.
Okay. Which flower best describes your personality? A deep purple orchid, a pale green fern, not a flower, a white snowdrop, a blue Canterbury bell.
I think the one that spoke to me most is the bell.
I like the pale green fern.
Which
Although
type of,
white snowdrop is more goth, so I'm a little torn, but I think I'm going to say green fern.
Which type of movie are you most likely to go out and pay to see? Which is a very specific question. This isn't like a watch at home on Netflix.
Yeah.
This is like, which one of these would you see in theaters? This is also a crazy list from like...
Yeah,
like
they have a bunch of different movie posters, and they have like
I want to list some of these.
Memoirs of a Geisha.
The Golden Compass, Rango, Shrek 2, Spider-Man 3, Avatar, Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
The Sorcerer's Apprentice, Grown Ups, Dodgeball,
The Notebook,
27 Dresses, Eat, Pray, Love, In Her Shoes, a movie I don't really know about, Revenge of the Sith,
The Matrix Reloaded,
I Am Legend, Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Love Actually, 17 Again.
Titanic. It's just The Notebook. It's a mess. It's a hot mess, babies. So
they've narrowed that down to 4 genres: documentary, light popular, one with a spiritual theme, and a well-critiqued foreign film.
I'm gonna say light and popular because that's the only I only go out and see Marvel movies really when I go out to the theater.
I don't think I would go to pay to see anything that wasn't just light and popular.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, foreign film.
I mean, it's popular. Most people are gonna pick that. That's what popular means. Popular.
Yeah, I saw like Parasite in theaters, but I didn't like that wasn't such a normal thing for me.
Yeah, one with the spiritual theme. I would fucking never. Like, don't catch me doing that. All right. When a problem presents itself, who are you gonna call? Think it over carefully and respond coolly and logically. Try to forget the problem and hope it will go away. Deal with it quietly, but feel angry for some time. Get annoyed initially, then find a practical solution.
Oh, I think you know mine. Think it over carefully and respond coolly and logically.
Mine is deal with it quietly, but feel angry for some time.
Yep.
That's my vibe. Which famous person do you most admire? This is a great opportunity for like a Star Trek thing of like, great thinkers like Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein, and Vishnak, the alien space cat from the moon.
Yeah. Albert Einstein, Van Gogh, the Dalai Lama, Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn is a good one. Either that or Van Gogh for me.
What a fucking spread.
Absolutely.
I mean, I appreciate a lot of Van Gogh work, and but it's like, it's Einstein though. I think I'll pick Van Gogh
because
he's troubled.
Because of the Doctor Who episode that I can always rewatch to make me cry, I'm gonna pick the Van Gogh choice.
Which of these statements do you most commonly say? I'll think about that for a minute. I can't be bothered doing that. I'd like some peace and quiet on my own. Let's get on with it.
Now, what I want to do is take all of these and translate them into, like, Allie speak and then maybe Adam speak.
Okay.
So like, a human says...
I'll just think about that for a minute.
And an Allie says, hold up. I need to think about that one, Chief.
I can't be bothered doing that.
Nah, actually, you know what? Nah, fuck that.
I'd like some peace and quiet on my own.
Okay, hang on. I gotta be, like, alone for a minute. I'll be back. I'll be back. I won't leave forever.
Let's get on with it.
Let's fucking go, kids. Let's go.
Which one did you think matches your energy?
I think hold up, I gotta think about that.
So that's gonna be...
I'll just think about that for a minute.
I got it. I'd like some peace and quiet on my own. I don't need a translation for that. But I'll commit to I'll think about that for a minute, because that's also true.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah.
So you got Andromedan. Look at these two fucking yahoos.
These guys are not very... look at them. It looks a lot like me. I can see it.
They don't look like you, but they do look hot.
You're an Andromedan, and you seek freedom. Deep inner thirst and drive that leads you to search for the feeling of freedom.
Are you sure this isn't me?
You may change jobs, homes, or relationships in your search.
You have changed jobs, homes, or relationships before.
At some point, you will realize that the freedom you are seeking and the feeling you often have of being trapped and not due to actual circumstances, the true freedom you seek comes from within you. It's found only by developing your self-love, your inner spiritual self. Other than that, you're a very capable being. You work hard, teaching, sharing knowledge. You're creative, and allow yourself to grow in other areas.
Now,
it's fair.
I like that.
Yeah.
I will note that one of the options was Arcturan, so we could have finally talked about Arcturian Poontang.
They'll have to wait. Yeah. What's your final result?
So, I got the Pleiades, which is where ancient Lemurians are from. So, like, I'm like that's a cool one. So, you are a Pleiadian being. You are someone who has big visions and great communication skills. You motivate people into your grand schemes, this whole podcast. You like to motivate people with the motto, just do it. Do it. You live by this motto. Once you see the great, beautiful vision, you are on the go. You tend to jump at your grand visions, even if it means using shifty and mean methods. Your biggest asset is your communication skills. You are good at selling your ideas with great vision and sense of humor. You are very enthusiastic about life. You're a great charmer. Aw. Well, I like that. And also what I like about this is that I do actually have Pleiadian psychic powers.
Oh, you do?
Is this your card? For the listeners, I've drawn a star map of the Pleiades on my collarbone. I called it.
Yeah.
I called it. I am a Pleiades.
Are you making fun of my my series of moles that are shaped like the Big Dipper?
Where do you have a series of moles that are shaped like the Big Dipper?
Like right here. Like it's I'm missing one, but the rest go like up here.
Huh, shit.
What-
So wait, hold up. I drew mine on. What the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, what? What?
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
I mean, I have birthmarks that but they're not like shaped like the Big Dipper. No.
They're not shaped like constellations.
What the
I might
fuck?
actually be a starseed now
Holy
that I think
shit.
about it.
I mean, I had to draw mine on, but also like
I'm Andromedan. This
I'm
opens up a whole new world for me.
a whole new world.
I might change jobs, homes, or relationships.
A new fantastic alien. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that I have to give a bunch of money to Deborah. A whole bunch of money.
So, starseeds. Let's take them to the final rating place.
What are starseed birthmarks? Some starseeds are born with a birthmark in the shape of a pentagram or star. They may also have an unusual mole, birthmark, freckle, etc. that draws attention to their body. How common is this? It's not uncommon for people to be born with features that originate from their home planet. This is because DNA sometimes has a way of retaining ancient markers from past lives or other planets or realms.
I love that the fact that having moles shaped like a constellation is so easy to not have. That they're like, we have to go like more general than that.
Oh, also the Pleiadians are responsible for they are the Nordic aliens.
Ooh.
Apparently. Those are like what they had before Grey Aliens, before the Betty and Barney Hill stuff, where it was like, you know, just these like hot people in skin tight like lycra suits that would tell you to like get rid of your nukes and be good to the earth. And like they were always very like blonde, blue eyes type things, which is problematic that's the standard of galactic beauty, but also like, cool, I'm one of the hot ones.
Well, there you go.
I can fucks with that.
All right.
That's as we say in the Pleiades. I believe that's on the presidential seal
Well,
of the Pleiades. All right, yes.
let's go to the final rating place for the starseeds. I thought this was a very fun exploration of, and this is I'm gonna say this is as equally harmless as like your astrological signs.
Right.
And if this is the fun version of what is this what the kids are doing, the kids that grew up in the Shrek 2 and
No, I think they're dimension shifting on TikTok.
yeah, perhaps that's the case. I think if this gives someone guidance in their life, good for you, good for them.
I mean, don't give people money because of this, but you will because that's the point of this.
Correct. Explore.
As someone who spent $5 on a crystal lately.
Oh, I'm very happy to hear that was only $5.
Thank you.
I didn't want to ask.
Thrifty as always with my space crystals.
But yeah, I think starseeds, the concept, as something that I learned about just a few weeks ago, very neat. I'm gonna give them a solid 8 out of 10, like some kind of constellation shape.
You also give like most of our monsters 8 out of 10.
That's true. Maybe I should mix it up this time.
Nope.
I'm giving them a 9.
Oh shit.
It's not really monster though. Not super scary and not super everywhere. Make it a 7.9.
I'm gonna give it a 333 out of 24 hours. Because, like you said, it's not really a monster. It's just kind of like a horoscope. But it's... At least there's a mechanism. You know, this is my big problem with astrology. There's no mechanism for it.
Yeah, you can, there's an explanation to how this came down.
Yeah, and there's, like, future steps. Like, if you're a Taurus, like, you're a little bit hot and also sneaky, or whatever the Taurus thing is. I don't know.
I also like the idea of, like, you know, if you equated it 1-to-1, it'd be like, well, I don't believe in Gemini. Or something like that.
Ooh.
How your starseeds, like, it's an array of things, and some people are just like, oh, that one's garbage.
Yeah. Honestly, I could see this taking off as much as astrology.
Absolutely, especially in this century
Yeah.
of madness.
But, yeah, no. What I like about it is that there's, like, actionable steps. Like, you have to do a mission. It's like a game. You gamify it. You make it a religion, basically.
Yeah, and there's levels and pay to win.
Yeah. Just like a religion.
So, thank you for joining us for our wonderful trip through space. Next time, we're staying a little closer to Pennsylvania as we juggle around some fruit.
It's normal type
Like Jigglypuff against a ghostly gang, the battle's real tough.
Thunderbolt's a great electric attack until you get ground down by a marrow. What kind of Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Share with me your secrets deep inside. What kind of Pokemon are you? Are you loyal through and through? And do you have a heart that's true?
What kind of Pokemon are you? Make one wrong move and it'll kick your grass.